Hey, hey! Okay, so yesterday, the live that I did about the hair tips got a lot of feedback, so I thought I would do another hair tip one. Because a lot of the things that I do with my hair, I feel like I feel like a lot of people should know it, but a lot of people don't, and probably because I was playing with hair as a kid, as opposed to like Barbies. I was just playing with like a head with hair, like as a 4 or 5 year old. Like, I've always loved hair. So a lot of the tricks and tips that I've just developed over time, because I love playing with my hair. It's like one of those things oh, so if you're joining me on the replay, type replay so I can just say hi later. If you're joining me live, just let me know you're on here. But yeah, so a lot of the things that I do, it's just been because it just, like, I don't know, it's just kind of like my zen time, you know, when I'm like doing my hair. Like, I just, like, it's fun to me. But not a lot of people are like that. So I'm going to give you some tips today about, you know, if you've got like the really thin kind of like always hangs on your head, like it's just like stringy, there's definitely some things that you can do to make your hair appear thicker. And so here are my tips. So number one, when you're drying your hair, like, it's super important the way that you dry your hair. Obviously, I'm with a luxury vegan hair care company, and we specialize in anti-aging products. And so I've talked about it multiple times. I mean, I know you guys know what I do for a living. Hey, Ashley. And so I won't go into that. So if you already kind of have our hair care system, you have the volume line, you're already using the products, but you're still like finding yourself like it's thin, like it's just like hangy, it's just boring. The way that you dry your hair is super important, super important. So everybody at this point in 2018 should have a microfiber towel. I don't remember when I got mine. I don't know. I can drop one in the link if you don't know what that is. In fact, every time I go through a bullet, I'll drop something in the link so you can like refer to it after my live. Hey, Lindsay. Good morning, guys. So that's super important. So I don't necessarily, if you've got natural kind of hair that sort of frizzes easily, which I do, I don't do this because I don't have the type of thin hair that I'm talking about. I'm talking about the super limp, you know, like doesn't do anything. So the tip is you're going to rough dry it first, okay? You're going to rough dry your hair first. When you're using the blow dryer, I was thinking about, you know, showing you this, but my blow dryer is loud. Like if I had the Dyson, I could do it on camera, but I'm not, you know, I'm not going to, so I dried my hair before I did this live. But essentially, you know, when you're first going through your hair with your blow dryer, first you're going to towel dry it, right? So you're going to get off all that moisture, and then use your blow dryer with your fingers. Do not ever pull out your brush. Don't pull out your brush until it's 80%. For people with really fine hair, you're going to want it like 80 to 90% dry already, okay? So you're doing that, you know, you're blow drying it, you're using your hands. This is called rough drying it, okay? That's what rough drying is called. Or that's what that means. So actually, people that have really thin, fine hair, you shouldn't use your brush at the very beginning, okay? Don't even use it. And then it's super important once it starts getting close to that really, you know, kind of 90% dry, use a clip. I don't care how thin your hair is. Use a clip. You're going to clip it. You're going to clip it and dry the rest, finish the rest, the 10% off, with a lot of people with thin hair use you need a round ceramic brush. This is more for, you could use this if you are getting like all the product throughout your hair. Like say you put, you know, like we have this thickening spray, so I sprayed the thickening spray. Say that you put like the root lifter on, so you're just gonna hold it up, put the root lifter on, and then I have blowout cream because I want to protect my hair. So then you could use the flat one to just kind of move it around, but don't keep doing that. Don't keep doing that while you're drying it, okay? So wait until it's 90%. So that's my first tip. Wait until it's 90% dry and then finish it off, section it off. And then the most important part, you guys, the most important part is that top section. This top section right here is the last thing that you dry, okay? The last thing you dry. So this is already all dry, right? If you have super thin hair, then you're going to flip your head just like this, and then you're going to blow dry downwards and pull out Okay, so you're pulling out and down. You're pulling out and down with the heat going down. Does that make sense? And then you're just gonna flip your head up and you're gonna have more volume if you do it that way. That tip number 1 is gold. If you don't do that right now, it is a game changer for thin hair. Like, no joke, game changer. I'm really sorry for the men joining this. You're not gonna get any value out of this one. But hello, good morning. Okay, so number 2. Be careful with your product placement. So people that have super thin hair, let's say you're using like our mousse, you're not going to put it up here. So the only product you should be putting at the top of your head should be a root lifter. So like we do have a root lifter. So that's the only thing you're putting up there, okay? Not our blowout cream, not the thickening spray. Keep that away from your scalp. Everything else is going to go from mid shaft down, okay? I do, like when I'm using the blowout cream, I do kind of go like this, but I don't have really thin hair, okay? So I'm talking about people that like have no movement. It's totally against your scalp and is so annoying to you. So that is a trick. From mid shaft down is where you're going to put your product, okay? Number 3, go easy on your conditioner. If you have very thin hair, go easy on that conditioner. You're going to want to find a conditioner that's lightweight. Of course, we've got our leave-in conditioner that I freaking love. And so if you have thin hair, that is what you guys should be using. You should be using the leave-in conditioner, and you don't have to use it every time that you shower. And literally, if you have thin hair, you should be putting this much on. Like, that's it. That's all that you should be doing. Rub it around your hands and just put it on the ends. I'm about to curl my hair, so I don't want to put too much but so like leave-in conditioner is perfect for people with super thin doesn't move much hair. So every other time you shampoo, you can put that on. All right, number 4, the cut and style is huge. So I'm going to end with cut and style, you guys. Strategic haircuts and styles are huge for people with hair that just no, I have one more tip. I didn't write out. So let's talk about the cut after this. My last tip. Okay, so before we talk about haircuts and styles, see how I like go all the way over and then I flip it? That makes it appear, so you can totally try this. You go over as far as you can with your part, and then, so that's how you would part it. So it appears like it's thicker. Like you literally could like style it with like a cute little clip right here. You could do like a cute little braid. You can curl like the rest of it and leave this. Definitely a hairspray, a good hairspray. So our hairspray is ginormous. Like I can't reach it. It's like this huge bottle over here and I'm not getting up. I'm lazy. But anyway, so you spray it once for light hold, twice for medium, and 3 times for heavy. So you literally could have this look like all day long if you have thinnish hair, but you need to kind of tweak it with a little hairspray, right? And not Aquanet. I'm not talking about toxic, crappy hairspray. I'm talking about my hairspray. But anyway, okay, so the last one, the cut and style is huge, you guys. So I do run into people that have really long hair and they're like, I want more volume. And I'm like, but your hair, like, think about it. Like, if you had super long hair, like Marsha is our adopted sister from Mexico that lives in our house. And her hair literally, I mean, she's Hispanic. Her hair, when I go like this and hold it, it probably weighs 7 to 10 pounds. I'm not joking you. Her hair is the thickest hair I don't know how her neck doesn't hurt every day, and she says it does, so she needs to cut it. Marsha, if you're listening, cut your hair. Like, it's gorgeous, but it's like hurting your neck. So anyway, if it's long and heavy, you're not gonna get that volume. So here's some tips that you can do without cutting your length. Long layers that adds movement and volume, okay? So that's one tip for people with, thinnish hair that has nothing up here because it's super heavy long. Add those layers this fall. This is like great fall cut ideas, okay? Number 2, blunt collarbone cuts with just a few face framing layers are really good cut for thin hair. Bangs a possibility. I don't know. I know a lot of guys that are like, I hate bangs. But then like as a chick, like I look at other girls and I'm like, oh, that's so cute. So I don't know. I've done the bangs route. I think it's cute, but all right. So another tip Is using the dry shampoo. So if you are going to, get bangs, to keep them from separating and just looking like, I don't know, just like, how you see people with really fine, long like hair and their bangs just kind of like are all stuck together. You can use that dry shampoo to separate them and keep them from looking like thin and wispy. Okay, so another cut, shoulder length. So I talked about the blunt cut so that it'll appear thicker. And then obviously use a volumizing conditioner and shampoo if you do get that shortcut. Deep side part I already talked about. It gives the illusion of volume. A shag with bangs. That's perfect with thin hair, shaggy layers with blunt edge cuts. So you can ask for that. Super easy to curl and air dry. And then of course like the always like pixie cut, that never kind of goes out of style. I feel like I'll never go back to. Remember when I had like super short hair? It was 2 years ago. It was like that long. It appeared like I had a crap load of hair. It was because of the cut. So you can definitely like play with that. Find a good stylist. If you're in the Iowa City area, I have recommendations to who I go to. I can give you those recommendations and get like a cute haircut. You already have the products. You already have the styling products. You're already feeding your scalp like the best products possible to promote growth and just healthy hair. Now you just need a good cut. So anyway, I hope this gave you some suggestions on how to make it appear more full, and I hope you have a great day. All right, see you guys.